Folks, the Pooh Shiesty situation is getting worse, and now Pooh Shiesty's mother might be the reason that he ends up doing decades in jail, because his mum is talking a little bit too much. He thought Gucci was telling. Well, Pooh Shiesty's mother is giving the perfect motivation, right? She's giving the perfect motive for why this robbery might have gone down. So in this video, I'm going to break down to you all of the real reasons why Pooh Shiesty might have actually kidnapped, allegedly, Gucci Mane. And I'm going to show you why his mother might be the reason that he ends up serving decades in jail. But first off, let's just go back over one of the kind of early theories about why this happened, because I don't personally buy it, if I'm completely honest with you. But people have been saying for a while, because Pooh Shiesty's cousin Big Scar passed away, he was signed to Gucci Mane too, and Gucci Mane wanted his chains back. He wanted his 1017 chains back after Big Scar died. They were apparently a loan. They weren't a gift. It was a loan. And Pooh Shiesty and his family felt disrespected by that. So some people think that's why he might have done what he did and with the kidnapping and such. But I think there's more to the story. But let's hear this first and then we'll go into more.
This drops, it looks like he's not, he's never really publicly fell out with Gucci, but the word has been this. He's unhappy about how Gucci discarded or seemed unemotional to, or pretty much not caring, right? The lack of fucks he gave when Big Scar, who is Pooh Shiesty's cousin, passed away. Okay? Apparently passed away over an accidental overdose. The story behind that goes, before offering to pay for the funeral, Gucci calls and says, "Hey, yo, I know he just died. All them 1017 chains I gave, gather them up. I need them back. Give me them back. Give me them shits back." The family, who was in grief, they're like, wow, that's the first thing you care about, huh? Yeah. Gucci then later offers to pay for the funeral, but even that becomes a little bit odd. Apparently it was like, it was about 10,000, and it was like, well, 10,000 can't bury nobody. Well, it can, but this is a guy who's well loved, and they want to go over the top because this drops. It looks like he's not, he's never really publicly fell out with.
So look, all right, we're hearing the Big Scar situation might have been part of what was going on, but there's more, okay? Wait, there's more, okay? So apparently, okay, this was kind of quite a lot of tension going on at the 1017 label, and a former 1017 artist claimed that there was actually a big brewing conflict involving a whole bunch of artists on the roster, including Gucci Mane, Big Scar, Pooh Shiesty, and Fujiano. Apparently, they all were a little bit disgruntled, okay? So this is a former 101 artist, K Shide, claiming Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar, and Fujiano had all been beefing with Gucci Mane since they signed. And apparently they're urging everyone not to feel sorry for any of them. They all chose their own fate. They chose to sign to 1017, the curse label, and it all went left.
I'd be mad too if won't let me out my contract. Y'all painting a picture out to make it seem like it's a curse with Gucci. There ain't no curse with Gucci. Everybody chose their own fate. Two of my goddamn label mates is gone. Y'all got so many opinions, but y'all don't even know that Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty and Scar was beefing with Gucci the entire time. It was the back and forth of who leaving the label and who want to stay and come back and give me your chain, or no, you can have your chain. Like, it ain't even about reading your contract. Everybody wanted respect. There was really no team with 1017 to where we had people that was really there. I'd be mad too.
So apparently they were all beefing, and there were more people that kind of had information about this. So Memphis native Lil Herb Got It, aka Herb Nealon Jr., okay, is another person who was kind of plugged into what was going on over there, all right? So basically, rumor has it, all right, rumor has it, he would tag Pooh Shiesty's mother in a Facebook post, and basically he would claim openly that Gucci had owed Shiesty money, among other things. So this was going around from him. Said, highlight the real truth, he was really owed. Everybody got something to say, but where was Gucci when Gladys Baines needed stuff? I'm pretty sure, is that Pooh Shiesty's mama? We're going to hear more soon. She rocking the big, looking like the big brr chain. It says, I've been in music my whole life. Of course, there's a way to do things, but if you've been in jail 3+ years, signed to a label, they've collected over $25 million while you've been gone, and the CEO pulls up and says he's broke. The fuck? Well, you need to get wifey up here so she can write a check or something. We, Memphis, has, will, and forever will be the mecca of music, period. I don't think the judge is going to be feeling that. Your Honor, okay, yes, we kidnapped him and lined him up and we robbed everybody and we forced him to sign a contract under duress, all right? But if you've been in jail 3+ years, signed to a label, and the CEO pulls up when he's broke, oh, of course, there's a way to go about things. I don't think the judge is going to be feeling that. But anyway, there would be more coming out, and Pooh Shiesty's mother would speak on the situation. Interestingly enough, in an interview on The Breakfast Club, Pooh Shiesty would actually explain that when he started rapping, he made the choice to sign to Gucci Mane instead of Yo Gotti or Young Dolph. And the rumor has it that he was trying to rob Gucci Mane out of the contract so he could go and sign to Yo Gotti, who has a beef with Gucci Mane. What a little snake. You could have signed with Yo Gotti back then, but you decided to sign with Gucci. You made your own bed, and you got a lie in it. but he had a chance to sign to Yo Gotti back in the day.
Now, what you did for Memphis, did Dolph or Gotti reach out since they both from the same area?
Yeah, for sure.
But you never wanted to sign with them, or they just never offered a deal, or it just wasn't the right situation?
Man, it just, like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never wanted to sign to nobody. It's just my mentality. And you know, in the city, it's like you got to sign to either one of them. You got to be paper out of CMG. But so before WAP came out, I'm still Chopper Gang. This is my label. So I wanted to be like, why you can't be signed to Chopper Gang, CMG, or paper route? Then WAP came, boom, perfect sense, you know.
Gotcha.
Fine. Middle of the night, one day, he texted me on Instagram.
Did you believe it, or did you think it was a lie?
I couldn't believe that shit.
How old were you then? Because you're only 20 now, right?
Yeah, I'm 21 now. I was 20.
Okay. Oh, that was last year?
Yeah.
So he just sent you a DM?
Yeah, he texted me. He said, "What's up, home?" I couldn't believe it. I grabbed my phone, get up. I pushed somebody up on me. I said, hold on, hell no, this shit ain't real. Text him back. I say, "What's chopping?" He text back. Right then and there, like he was on it. He was waiting on me to text back. He was like, "I'm fucking with your music, home. Who you doing this shit with?" I put my clothes on, shoot to Pop's house. Then my manager, I wake his ass. I said, "Wake up, bro, look." I showed him, he couldn't believe he get the sweat. Man, he said, right then and there though, while I'm showing him, he text back. He said, "This my number, FaceTime me." I FaceTime him right there. We was on FaceTime for like 6 hours.
Word.
It was already like 3 in the morning though. He just sitting up, we just on FaceTime. But I'm gonna tell you what song he heard for sure. Mind Slime. Yep. Mind Slime did it for him, and that was the only song he heard.
So Pooh Shiesty was delighted to be signing to Gucci Mane. He was hyped. He couldn't believe it. He jumped up out the bed, fresh about the bunk bed on a FaceTime with Gucci Mane. He was gassed. All right. And then turns out a few years later he's robbing him. Now, here's what his mother had to say. And this is frankly a bad look. This isn't going to help. This is giving a motive to the crime. I feel like these guys, they're moving a little bit sloppy, a little bit stupid. Yes, they're acting very dumb. All right. The people involved in this situation, I think Pooh Shiesty's been very, very silly about how he's gone about this. I think Gucci Mane's played this wonderfully. Even though they're saying he's going to lose his street cred, he's played this the right way, the way that he should have played it. And what's interesting is his mother popping out talking about all this stuff about how he was owed money. My son, I raised a real slime. My son don't play. That's not going to look good in courtroom, but let's hear what she said.
He kept him humble. He kept him 100 and kept away from around some suckers and pluckers. I prayed for them, huh? My young nigga looks so good. My whole family here. Do you know? He protected him. He kept him humble. He kept him 100 and kept away from around some suckers and pluckers. I prayed for them, huh?
There's definitely more to this. Hang on. All right, so I just went and checked a few other videos. I checked Sadie Nash's video. Shout out to him. He's doing his thing. And it seems like really it's just that original Facebook post and then that clip, and everyone's putting that together. Now, I'm seeing articles being written about how Pooh Shiesty's mom is saying that she was owed 25 million. But I actually didn't hear her say that. So I think there's a certain degree of fake news and fake headlines being associated with this. But this Facebook post in combination with this live, everybody's basically saying because she was tagged here, she basically involved. But the other thing that a lot of people have been saying is a big reason for the robbery going down. It's not just that they were mad about what was going down with Big Scar's chains, etc., but also Big 30 felt like he'd been personally disrespected by Gucci Mane. So this has been going around saying in 2020, Gucci Mane told Big 30 to stop posting him when he signed Pooh Shiesty. So Big 30 posted this picture with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane saying 375-1017 brrr, right? And then Pooh Shiesty commented, Big 3 CEO, saying we're all CEOs. Gucci Mane said, Cap, stop posting me, dude. We met once. They're saying now they met twice. Okay, but no doubt, Big 30 probably felt very disrespected by that comment, and he was ready. He was, all right, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Stop posting me there. Now we met twice. You might meet a third time if Gucci takes the stand. But anyway, Big 30 would apparently explain the situation.
So did Gucci really get mad at you for not signing with him?
I don't know, that shit was crazy, you know. But when I got to meet Gucci Mane, I used to hear people say little shit, but I was like, so Gucci's just Gucci, like, you know what I'm saying?
Gucci,
but
yeah.
I don't know if there was a marketing scheme. He didn't tell me about it, no shit. Or I don't know what this shit was. I just know we was just with him kicking shit with me and Shiesty the first time meeting him. And shit, I just posted a picture of me, Gucci, and Shiesty, and he coming on there like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing. After that, a couple days later, man, we live here in Miami, shot shit crazy video. Man, bought the whole gang jazz and shit. He fuck with a nigga tough as hell. Right now to the day, Gucci fuck with a nigga.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask about the shit crazy.
He just seen me in Vegas at the fight with Ryan Garcia and shit. Him and Lil Baby was shooting the video. He was like, man, get 30 ball and you got to get 30 ball in here. You know what I'm saying? Put me in the video. I ain't even on the song.
So he said Gucci Mane was found out. He bumped into him in Vegas. He was trying to get him onto some songs and stuff. So it's very, very complicated, all right? And then obviously, you know, we've got this whole public back and forth that took place between Pooh Shiesty's family, Big Scar's family, and Gucci Mane, okay? And Big Scar's father did actually defend Gucci Mane in the wake of all of this, and I've covered this extensively on the channel before, but basically they're saying Gucci promised to pay for the funeral, but then ghosted them, and then they came out to say, no, actually, he did pay for it. He offered $10,000. It had already been paid for. You know, this is family basically saying he's not getting them chains back. On my mama, he's not getting them chains back. Before anyone get to speaking on something they don't know about, yes, he asked for them back, and no, he's not getting them back. My brother earned this shit. My brother mean everything to us, and for him to do him like that is down low as fuck. After he said he couldn't pay for the funeral because his wife's birthday coming up, you're a millionaire, Gucci. Get it back in blood. And then Gucci Mane's wife provided proof that he paid $10,000, literally came with receipts. Literally came with receipts to the funeral home. So that was pretty embarrassing. Also spent a whole bunch of money on a flower arrangement, big 1017 flower arrangement. Yeah, I need them chains back, but we're going to swap the chains for some flowers. We're going to do a trade-in. That's what was going on. So some people did feel, in spite of the proof and the receipts that were shown, that Gucci was still in the wrong for what he did with Big Scar's death.
When Scar passed away, Gucci said he was going to pay for the funeral. But when it came down to it, he helped out, but he didn't pay for the whole thing. I think he gave around like $10,000. But what made that crazy is, bro, Gucci asked to get the damn 1017 chain back.
Now, what's funny is I'm pretty sure there was also, you know, some information shared that $10,000 was actually pretty much the most premium funeral that funeral home actually had to offer. So it sounded like a whole bunch of cap to me. Now, what's interesting, it was also revealed that Gucci didn't attend the funeral. And after this, old clips of Big Scar would circulate where he's basically talking about how much love he had for Gucci. And again, a lot of people felt like Gucci handled it wrong.
So like, I've been seeing this shit all my life. Like, this is a person I've been seeing all my life. So it's like, it's real special to me because I never thought I'd be able to experience no shit like that.
Yeah.
So when he called and I sent this file, I'm like, hell nah, bro.
Crazy.
Nah. This is my mama's favorite artist.
This the
I remember my mom used to
Gucci
get drunk.
FaceTime.
I used to have to drive home and shit. We used to bump 745 every night.
Wow.
Nigga, we shaking up and everything. Nigga, they're my dog too, my mom. Oh God. Shit out my mom.
Has Gucci, you introduced your mom to Gucci?
Nah, yeah, they talking shit before. Yeah.
That's fire, man.
First day I got signed, I let her talk to her.
On the phone, FaceTime?
Yeah, on FaceTime.
So he had his mum on FaceTime with Gucci Mane, and they all felt like they were hard done by. Now, on No Jumper, interestingly, Big 30 would also open up about how the Big Scar situation kind of affected everybody.
What was your relationship like with Big Scar? Because I seen y'all was doing like the Chopper Gang EPs and shit. He was in like the very first one y'all did.
For sure. Big Scar, this my homie, this my homeboy. We locked in, we tight. Big Scar, like, we go way back too. Like, we been through a lot together, me and Big Scar. We did a lot together. That was my homie. I was with him like the night before. Like, we got high together, kicked it together, cause we wasn't talking. Man, he gave me a hug. Like, he hugged everybody in the house. You know what I'm saying? We got high, we chilled, we talked. He left. And I woke up the next day. Shit, he dead. They were telling me he dead. Like, he overdosed. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But like, I feel like that was God though. Let him come visit me, get things right with me, like, and it wasn't nothing deep. It just was a pride thing.
Yeah, could you say I wasn't talking? What was y'all wasn't talking about?
Man, something
and for how long?
Something so small, just a pride thing. I can't even remember how small it was. But we fixed that though, and I love dude. You know what I'm saying? I put on film, like I post him every chance I get.
Yeah, I got to piece it up right before he passed, though. You said, right?
For sure.
And he wasn't from y'all from the same neighborhood or
he from South Memphis.
All right, for sure.
That's a sad one. Like, people didn't really get to see his true talent. You know, he was only famous for a year or two there before.
And he was a real character.
So, look, I'm a big fan of Big Scar's music, man. He had a lot of talent. It was so sad that he passed away like that. And it was so sad that you know, the whole drama with his family and Gucci Mane definitely wasn't a good look. And clearly Gucci Mane at a certain point got fed up of all the nonsense, all right? And in 2024, he would unexpectedly release almost every artist from his label after looking at his profits and losses, emphasis on the losses. And apparently he would only keep Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano on the books at that point.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to make this announcement on 10/17 yesterday, but I just seen like my statement, my P&L with all my artists. You know, it's almost like a whole bunch of shake-up and it's a whole shit show in the industry right now. But when I look at my P&L and me being a businessman, I think that I'm gonna have to release almost all my artists except for Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano. This is a decision I didn't want to make. I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? I could keep all of them under the contract. But I said, hey, fuck it. Let's just make the unselfish decision and, let them take their talents elsewhere. So today, you know what I'm saying, I already reached out to all of my artists, you know what I'm saying, to their lawyers and whatever, and let them know that they're free to take their talents elsewhere. And I'm still looking for new talent to pair up with, you know what I'm saying, Pooh and Fu, and that's where I'm going to put my focus, and I just wish them the best, and I just want to let everybody.
So he said, look, Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano, that's all I'm rocking with, okay? And this will go viral. A lot of people thought this was quite controversial, especially the way he went about it. He did say that he contacted them and their lawyers, but this was going around. It went on TMZ. All my artists are fired except Pooh and Fu. Okay, some people were probably a little bit offended by that, but there you go. Pooh Shiesty was wishing he'd got let go in that contract negotiation. He's wishing he got let go, but no, he was too valuable. Now, one of his artists that was released, Lil Zay, would actually talk on the situation of being let go from 1017. Sorry, Lil J.
Hey man, look, did what I wanted. I ain't tripping. You feel me? I've been talking about this shit the last past 2-3 days. I don't give a flying fuck. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what to do before their truth come out. That's all I'm gonna say. Niggas know what to do.
So he would elaborate more, and he would basically say, look, Gucci was giving money, but he was not pushing his artists like he should have been.
This type of here, I'd have told him like, bruh, I don't fuck with how, like, you ain't really pushing a nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? I still appreciate, bruh, for giving a nigga a chance. I ain't knocking it. You feel me? He still giving young nigga a chance, but it's like the new 1017, the new niggas fool, he wasn't pushing us how he was pushing Shiesty and them, Big Scar and them, Big Wild Dog and them, like, he told me personally, he was like, I don't really build a relationship with my artists, like, I'm like, what? You don't build a relationship with your artist, how the fuck this shit gonna work? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this shit like, bro, you paying for my videos, studio time, beats, all that shit. I was doing it before you, fam. That's not enough. You see what I'm saying? Okay. That come with the deal. That come with the deal. I signed to you for exposure. I didn't sign to you for money. I already had the money. But I appreciate this shit. I was expecting, brother, put that push behind a nigga, like really show it the road, like call a nigga, let's say what you got going on. How can I help you, bro? Like, it wasn't none of that. Like, you just signed him and just listen, he signed you, he give you the money, give you the jury, and just let you do what you want to do. Damn. That's cool. A nigga not saying that you gotta be there, hold my hand. You ain't gotta be there holding my hand, but at the end of the day, you a legend. You got the snap of a button. You can make you have the snap of a button. You see what I'm saying? So what the fuck I'm sitting around waiting on you to do something for me for? And he really was just selling dreams. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. A real CEO seeing his artist pop out like that, it's me. I'm speaking on me. If I was a CEO of my label, you feel me, and I got the power to make shit happen for my artists, if I see my artist get on the net up 200,000 and my artist pop out like that, are you finna go on? I would have called baby and said, look, my artist want to do a song with you. You feel me? Because he can get it for free. I still offer my bag and still ain't get it on my dead brother.
So people in the comment are saying these dudes just want to be micromanaged, all right? People saying you should put your artist in position to win. But at the end of the day, maybe you just didn't quite get the motion that you needed. You know, he's pouring fuel onto the fire. Pooh Shiesty had a lot of fire. Maybe there wasn't so much fire going on. Now, another one of Gucci's artists, Roboto, would later basically claim that Gucci was only really interested in signing Pooh Shiesty.
Before, right? So we at the studio, we in the A. We at QC Studios. So it's Baby, Bankroll, Freddie, QCP, Quay, cut that shit up, Quay. We all in the studio with Watt, right? So I just made some hard ass shit. You feel me? I make a hard ass song. So we in this Bankroll Freddie been trying to get on the song the whole time. Watt wouldn't let him. I'm still trying to figure out, like, damn, why he ain't gonna let it? Like, this gonna boost my career. So Baby vibing to the song, like, Baby, like, damn, like, who the fuck this is? Man, don't you know this nigga get up from the back of the studio, run to the front, turn my music off and put on Shiesty, bro. Like, turn on the Shiesty song. I'm like, whoa, like, what the fuck? Like, cuz, like, this could have been like a life-changing feature. He did that shit. And now that same nigga robbed this bitch ass.
So they're saying he pushed Pooh Shiesty over the others and he still got slimed out. It's pretty crazy. Now, in October 2025, that's when Pooh Shiesty got released from the feds, and Gucci said he had a whole lot of plans for him and Pooh.
Roll of the dice.
Yeah.
Shiesty, he home. He still on the label.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Shiesty, I got big plans for Shiesty, man.
Yeah.
That's who I've been waiting on, Shiesty.
Yeah.
So, we finna go up through there now. And Pooh finna come out too, and I got big plans for him too. I got to just execute these plans.
Everything right on time.
Bro, it's very exciting times now.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on them, I can't lie.
Who would play the young Gucci in your movie?
I like, what's the dude play?
People saying Gucci had big plans for Shiesty. Shiesty had bigger plans for Gucci, unfortunately, okay? It is actually insane. So Pooh Shiesty would even open up about the loss of Big Scar after he got out of jail, and we'd get a little bit more context as to some of the bad blood between these
Big
guys.
Scar passing away, like, I could agree with me being in there and having some alone time to think. I could really agree with it, but like to this day, I still ain't really got over that. You know what I'm saying? So it's my little cousin. Like I was there, every step of the way until, unfortunately, I wasn't there no more. So me coming home to that, like being in there when you hear a death and you get the bad news, it don't feel real, especially like without you being able to go to a funeral or see him like right there. So it just like, it's like a whole different world in there, so it ain't feel real. But me getting out here not being able to see him or call him or him to tell me welcome home, still messing with me for real, so I ain't really got over it yet. Some things about Big Scar, like some of his characteristics, like dude was like a real like comedian for real, He had a good heart, he had a big heart too, and once he mess with you, he'll give you the shirt off his back, so. But he was a real funny dude, like they ain't gonna never understand because he got a lot of clips out there though, he, on the internet, he love the internet playing and just chilling, like. But yeah, he was the one, like, he was the black sheep too on his side, like nobody had went far as he went, you know what I'm saying? But really us for real, so he provided and protected a lot of people, and he was the one. I just wish I was there with him, like to keep him balanced, and you know what I'm saying? Like we feed off each other. He'll tell me when I'm wrong, I tell him when he wrong. Like we salute each other once we do good, and he was my little cousin and my kinfolk for sure.
Now, what I found unusual, right, was Pooh Shiesty came out of jail in October, and it took a good few months for him to release his FDO, his first day out of feds. And usually people release their first day out pretty much the day they get out, a couple days they get out, they get a motion back immediately. Now, Pooh Shiesty took a few months. I thought that was suspicious. And people did, there were rumors that there was a label situation. And interestingly enough, when he posted this clip from this is a scene from his music video for FDO. He went to some parking lot and filmed the music video there. It was a good video. Big flex in his plaques, big flex in his success in his career, all of that, all of his cars. But some people thought this was interesting. Said FDO dropping Friday, # sorry for the wait, snake emoji. Now, some people felt like where he said sorry for the wait, that was a reference to Lil Wayne, who, he had his label problems he couldn't release for a while. He kept calling his mixtape Sorry for the Wait because he was beefing with Birdman about some money, about the label, that kind of thing. So some smart, keen-eyed individuals thought maybe that was a reference to it. Trackhawk's looking fire, by the way. But anyway, okay, this would then lead to the incident where Gucci Mane was kidnapped. Now, one day before the alleged incident, on January the 9th, 2026, interestingly enough, Yo Gotti would post his artist Glorilla in the studio with Pooh Shiesty, and obviously Yo Gotti got big problems with Gucci Mane. So the fact that these two popped up and it was Yo Gotti's artist and he was posting it the day before the alleged sliming happened, that was a little bit suspicious. I'm not going to lie to you. So this was going around.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, don't want to get no copyright issues. He said the caption Yo Gotti put was screaming, "A Mane, say Mane." What, Mane like Gucci Mane? I don't know. Glorilla and Pooh, I don't know. That was a little bit interesting, all right? That was a little bit interesting. So I'm just going to show you a couple more things, all right? So almost a week after the alleged kidnapping. It's January the 16th, 6 days after. This is when Hernandez Govan bet with Quet, my guy, okay? He would basically make a video talking about Yo Gotti planning to sign Pooh Shiesty. So Hernandez Govan's been right at every turn, all right? He's actually been right. People said he was capping, but he was right, and he had a lot of info that nobody else had. So he would open up claiming Yo Gotti hooked up with Gucci Mane's wife and took Pooh Shiesty from him. This is less than a week after the alleged robbery happened. Hernandez Govan knows what's going on. You need to believe this guy.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this, man, but, no, I'm lying. Hey, Gucci Mane, LaFleur, you went and signed 100 nigga from Memphis, Tennessee to try to antagonize Gotti all because he fucked your wife.
Oh, crazy.
Then you dropped them little niggas and killed Pooh and not Gotti and took Pooh Shiesty from you. How it feel to have a Memphis nigga, man, take your wife and your #1 artist?
Oh, my God.
You gotta tighten up, Gucci. All that goofy shit you were doing. Signing 100 nigga from Memphis, Tennessee, you ain't never heard them nigga mixtape. Just signing a nigga trying to antagonize a nigga. And you know we know about the other little shit that just happened too.
He knew.
Yeah, we gonna run that later on though, Gucci. She real shiesty around here, I see.
This was on January 15th. My bad. January 15th, 2026. Hernandez Govan knew ahead of time. He knew less than a week after this happened. He said it'd get real shiesty. He knew what he was hinting at. Now we're looking back like he Nostradamus or something, okay? Quetstradamus. But look, the last thing I'm going to leave you with, okay, is Rick Ross. He spoke out about the situation, okay? He didn't drop any names, but he seemingly confirmed the rumors that Shiesty was signed to Gucci Mane for just $100,000, while a $10 million deal, most likely from Yo Gotti, was sitting right on the table, and he couldn't reach out and get it until he slimed out Gucci.
What you think or how you feel about the Guwap Pooh Shiesty situation. I don't like it for either side. You know what I'm talking about? Guwap most definitely didn't deserve that, and I don't want to see this for the little homie Pooh Shiesty, but this one niggas gotta be educated and understand. In business, you gotta negotiate, my nigga. You gotta negotiate. If you were signed for 100K and now you got 10 M's on the table, it's time to negotiate. This how we do this. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody win. Let's go. That's how I gotta go, my nigga. You can't muscle your way out of no shit and no business. It don't go that way. And I ain't just talking about on the people side, but on the other side, the blitz gonna come. You can't run from it, homie. That's the way it goes. Negotiate. It's time to educate. I want to see young hustlers from the South win. I want to see it. There was a time I got Gotti and Guwap on the phone together. Us three on the phone, nigga. And it ain't nothing to discuss. It was no disrespect. It was no raised voices. Rose just wanted to plant that seed. And I understand one phone call may not fix all the situations, but you want to plant that seed where niggas may be able to move forward one day, get some paper one day. The CMG 1017 tour one day, that was Rose mindset. And I wish nothing but my homies the best.
But look, Rick Ross, he left a little hint there, you know. He said, look, sign for the low and then 10 mils on the table. It's time to negotiate. I don't think that's what he meant. I don't think he meant negotiate with the Draco. I think he meant negotiate with the lawyers and them. But look, I feel like there's a lot of reasons that Pooh Shiesty might have done this, okay? It seems like Hernandez Govan knew exactly what was going on within a week of it happening, knew about the Yo Gotti situation. Now, Gucci is definitely looking bad in this situation. Pooh Shiesty's looking bad. But what's interesting is a lot of people are now saying, look, where's the evidence? There's no evidence that Pooh Shiesty had a gun. There's no evidence that he robbed Gucci Mane like this. So a lot of people are saying it might be the only way that actually this is going to go left for Pooh Shiesty is if Gucci Mane takes the stand. Now, I did see a very interesting tweet from my guy, the OG DJ Vlad, all right? And he had a little bit of viral backstory on this. Let me see if I can find it. So this is Vlad's tweet, right? He said, I've spoken to a few people close to the Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane robbery case, and this is what I keep hearing. There's no actual evidence of Gucci Mane getting robbed, so the case will hinge on one thing. Gucci Mane taking the stand and saying they robbed him. Now, here's the interesting part. If Gucci says nothing happened, then he can't claim that he signed Pooh Shiesty's release under duress, and he'll never make any more money off Pooh. If Gucci does take the stand against Pooh, then the contract release gets thrown out, and Gucci continues to make money off him, but then everyone will call Gucci Mane a snitch like they're doing now. So it will come down to Gucci choosing money over his reputation. Which do you think he'll choose? Now, if it was me, obviously, I would choose the money over the reputation. Not that I'm a very principled person, but I don't think the snitching thing, I don't really care. You can call me a snitch all you want, but I'm not from that life, okay? I'll always choose my morals over money, but in this situation, as far as losing a massive payday for my street cred, my non-existent street cred, I'm taking that stand, but I'm built different to Gucci. Gucci's built different to me. Okay, so it is very interesting, and Pooh Shiesty's lawyers have been kind of giving their thoughts. Bradford Cohen basically came out and said there's a significant gap between the statements made by the government and the actual evidence. Basically said we're looking forward to defending ourselves in court, and there's not really evidence of what they said that was done to Gucci unless Gucci comes out and says it. There's no cameras recording the gun. They just had them going in and out with bags. But look, this is still a really bad look. I still think Pooh Shiesty's cooked, if I'm honest with you. But let's see. Let's wait and find out. Okay, that indictment was very, very serious, and this is all anyone's been talking about. So I'm going to dig deeper into this. I might do a full deep dive into the Pooh Shiesty situation and his backstory, because he's been a real slimy dude for decades, all right? It just is what it is. Pretty much his whole life, he's been sliming fools out. So I'll keep you guys updated when I have more information on this case. I will let you guys know. Thank you for watching, and for now, I'm out, folks. Peace.